Batoba Mudimu. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. You very much appreciate it. You know it. It feels so good. I see you from all over the place. South Africa, I salute you. Zimbabwe, Ghana, Nigeria. I know you guys watch us every single day, and I'm very appreciative of that. Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Namibia, Malawi, Liberia, Sierra Leone. I salute you from the United States of America, the UK, Jamaica, Wagwan, me boss, and the Caribbean. Thank you very much, fellas. We are one people for sure. I mean, we don't know each other. My name is Zack. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know who you are, but certainly we're going to like each other. So before we start, please click on the button. I think it's called subscribe, so we can see each other every single day. Okay, great. So here we talk about many different subjects. We mainly talk about Africa, our people. We talk about the diaspora. We talk about geopolitics, on how it affects us, and many information that we deem very necessary for our communities. So today, as we all know, you are seeing me through technology. Okay, technology is one very beautiful thing. If there not be technology, you probably would have never seen my face, probably never heard, "What's up, everybody?" from here, It's a pleasure, it's nice. I know a lot of you perceive me today as a brother, as a family member, extended family, whatever. And I appreciate that. But this is through technology. And perhaps one day when we see each other, we're going to be very happy to hug one another. Like it happens to me very often when I walk down the street and somebody comes, "Hey, Zack, nice to see you." It feels good, thanks to technology. Technology has done some very good things in the past, and it continues to do today. However, technology has many faces. Technology brought us tanks in the First World War. Okay, there was no tanks before. Not that it makes it any nicer, but because of technology, we had tanks in First World War. They could use tanks to finish each other. The Second World War brought us the atomic bomb through technology, because humans always trying to push the button, always trying to go further than before.
A short time ago, an American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy. That bomb has more power than 20,000 tons of TNT.
Now we are facing something very different. Some good, interesting things have come, but also very scary. Now it's AI, artificial intelligence. What's very interesting right now to understand is that they always sell you technology in the positive side. They will tell you that it's going to facilitate your life. It's going to allow you to have free access to things. Technology will help make your life better. When they came up with cars, AI in cars, right? AI in cars would allow you to drive a driverless car, relieving you from the stress. You can come from work and just program your car and just sit down, and the car will drive itself back home. How nice that is. But the truth is, when there's light, there's always darkness. And often when people want to bring darkness, they will try to sell you light through the darkness. Now, AI, as much as you were waiting for it, has now been used in wars. We spoke about First World War and the Second World. Right now, the world is witnessing two major wars, the one in Ukraine and the one in Gaza. Both places have been using AI technology for war, unfortunately. So there's a revelation from 972 magazine. They reveal that the Israeli army has developed an artificial intelligence-based program known as Lavender. And according to 6 Israeli intelligence officers who have served in the army during the current war in Gaza, they involved the artificial intelligence to generate targets for assassination. And Lavender has played a central role in unprecedented bombing of Palestinians, especially during the early stage of the war. So basically, in very simple English, they've programmed an AI, an artificial intelligence, that decides for itself. And this artificial intelligence is supposed to decide who are the terrorists, who are the enemies. And once the artificial intelligence decides who the enemies are, it targets them until they are eliminated. The source told 972 that during the first week of the war, the army almost completely relied on Lavender. Almost completely relied on Lavender. So this is a machine, fellas. A machine deciding who's going to leave, who will not. And Lavender clocked as many as 37,000 Palestinians as suspect militant. So this AI machine can look at your face and say, you are a militant. Decide by itself. I don't know it just decides you're a militant. And unfortunately, we know technology is never accurate, right? It's never accurate. Sometimes you work on your computer, it freezes, right? Have you ever had a computer that froze on you and you had to restart the computer to get it to work properly? Sometimes you send a message on your phone and it doesn't go. And you just realize later on, I thought this message went, but it didn't go through. So it's never 100%. Nothing is. And the result of this, as the source testified, that thousands of Palestinians, most of them women, children, and people who were not even involved in fighting, were wiped out by airstrike, especially during the first week of the war, because Lavender decided this house has got enemies. Boom. This house got enemies. Boom. That house got enemies. Disregarding, it may be accurate. Maybe. What if there's one enemy in a house filled with hundreds of innocent women and children? Does Lavender say, no, I'm not going to attack because there are 97 women and children? Or Lavender says, there's enemy in this house. Destroy.
Over the past 5 months, Israel has been engaged in the most sustained and intense bombing campaign of a populated area in history in Gaza. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed, including over 13,000 children. We need to ask ourselves what led to such a staggering death toll. That Israel's use of artificial intelligence has been central to the execution of its mass killings in Gaza.
So apparently this is not the first time, because Lavender machine just joins another AI that already existed in the army before. It is called the Gospel.
When the Gospel system was rolled out, it was said to be one of the state-of-the-art AI systems that would allow the military to pinpoint targets quickly and accurately. It's allowed the army to essentially target at a mass scale what soldiers have described as a mass assassination machine, which means that they're not just pinpointing military infrastructure, they're bombing civilian homes.
The gospel, yeah, let me preach you the gospel, but I'll bomb you with the gospel. And the fundamental difference between the two AI is the definition of target. Whereas gospel marks buildings and structures that the army claims militants operate from, Lavender marks people and put them on the kill list. This is really crazy, fellas. We've seen this before, right? We've seen this in movies. Somebody was saying to me that movies are not just movies. It's not just for entertainment. Movies, in most cases, sometimes, is to implant an idea into your brain. So when it comes to friction, you don't freak out because you've seen it before. Same as movies based on the story of a virus killing people and people social distancing, people staying home, hiding themselves because they're afraid if they get in the street, they might get infected. Very progressively, we saw COVID come to life. So most of the time, movies are just not for entertainment. Sometimes it's information about the future. We all watched the Terminator movie. Everybody enjoyed it. A story of this mean machine finishing people. Are we not very slowly moving toward that direction? Let me remind you here, when they came up with AI, it was AI is going to help people that are crippled. If they have difficulties, AI can just figure out what they need and place an order for them. So whichever shop or supermarket can deliver. Okay? AI is here to facilitate your life. You don't have to drive by yourself anymore. Your car will be driverless and you can just enjoy your life. AI will be here to make your life easy. Plan your groceries, plan your children and stuff like that. The reality of it, fellas, is always as dark as you can imagine. So all these bombings, for the most time, they say were not even programmed by human beings. Lavender decided. Just imagine. Now, Al Jazeera has been one of the biggest critics of what's happening in Gaza right now. They've spoken quite a bit about this AI story. And later on, the Prime Minister of Israel vowed to shut down Al Jazeera operation in the country and called it a terror channel. So they were not very happy about Al Jazeera talking about this AI system. That's for most cases deciding on who's going to leave and who will not. Al Jazeera responded and condemned them and saying this is a dangerous, ludicrous incitement of lies, calling them a terror channel. So very similar things are happening in Ukraine. They're using AI now to make decisions about the future. I think this is very dangerous.